Daniyl Chapter 6. It pleased Darius to set over the kingdom 120 princes to be over the whole kingdom, and over these 3 presidents, of whom Daniyl was one, that the princes might give their accounting to them, so the king should suffer no losses. Then this Daniyl distinguished himself above the other presidents and all the princes, because an excellent spirit was in him. And the king preferred him, and had in mind to set him over the whole realm. Therefore, the presidents and princes tried to find grounds to accuse Daniyl with regard to his administration, but they could find no occasion nor fault. Because he was faithful, no error nor fault could be found in him. Then these men said,
"We will find no grounds to accuse this Daniyl, unless we find it against him concerning the law of his God."
Then these presidents and princes assembled together before the king, and this is what they said to him.
"King Darius, live forever!"
All the presidents of the kingdom, the governors, the princes, the counselors, and the captains have consulted together to establish a royal statute and to institute a firm decree that whoever requests a petition of any god or man for 30 days, except of you, O king, he must be thrown into the den of lions.
Now, O king, establish this statute by signing this firm decree, so that it may not be changed, according to the law of the Medes
and Persians,
which cannot be repealed.
Therefore, King Darius signed the written decree. Now, when Daniyl learned that the decree was signed, he went into his house, and in his upper room, where the windows opened toward Jerusalem, he knelt down on his knees 3 times in the day and prayed, and gave thanks and praise before Yahweh, just as he had done before. Then these men assembled and discovered Daniyl praying and making supplication before Yahweh.
He's praying.
So they approached the king and spoke to the king about the king's decree, saying,
"Have you not signed a decree that whoever requests a petition of any god or man for 30 days, except of you, O king, he must be thrown into the den of lions?"
The king answered and said,
"This thing is true, according to the law of the Medes and Persians, which cannot be altered nor revoked."
Then they reported to the king and said,
"That Daniyl, who is one of the captives of the children of Yahweh, does not regard you, O king, nor the decree that you have signed, but he makes his petition 3 times a day."
Then the king, when he heard this report, was greatly displeased with himself, and set his mind upon freeing Daniyl, and he worked until sunset to rescue him. But these men assembled before the king, and said to him,
"O king, know what the law of the Medes and Persians is, that no decree nor statute which the king establishes may be changed."
"True, O king."
So the king gave the command, and they brought Daniyl out, and threw him into the den of lions. But the king had spoken to Daniyl, and had said,
"Your God, whom you serve so faithfully, will have to save you."
And a stone was brought, and laid over the mouth of the den. And the king sealed it with his own signet, and the signet of the officials, so that the purpose concerning Daniyl might not be changed. Then the king went to his palace, and spent the night fasting, without any entertainment brought before him, and sleep fled from him. Then the king rose up at the first light of dawn, and went in haste to the den of lions. When he arrived at the den, he cried out with an anguished voice to Daniyl, and the king spoke to Daniyl, saying,
"O Daniyl, servant of the living God. Has your God, whom you serve so faithfully, been able to save you from the lions?
Then Daniyl said to the king,
O king, live forever. Yahweh has sent his Malach and has closed the lion's mouth so that they have not hurt me. For I have been found innocent before him and also before you, O king. Have I done no harm?
Then the king was exceedingly glad for him, and commanded that they should take Daniyl up out of the den. So Daniyl was taken up out of the den, and he was found to be completely unharmed, because he believed in Yahweh. But the king gave a command, and they brought those men who had accused Daniyl, and they cast them into the den of lions, them, their children, and their wives. And the lions overpowered them and broke all their bones in pieces before they even came to the bottom of the den. Then King Darius wrote to all peoples, nations, and languages that dwelt in all the earth.
Peace be multiplied to you. I institute a decree throughout my realm that men must fear and give reverence to the God of Daniyl, for he is the living God, enduring forever. His kingdom will not be destroyed, and his reign will never end. He delivers and rescues, and he works signs and wonders in heaven and in earth. Who has delivered Daniyl from the power of the lion?
So this Daniyl enjoyed success in the reign of Darius the Mede, and in the reign of Cyrus the Persian.